Gonna check before I start saying things. Let's see. Is the stream up? It should be. I'll just quickly refresh YouTube to ensure it comes up. Alright, there we go. It should be up. Yeah. Alright, sweet. We're all good. Alright, so we're on F124, as you can see. And we're racing in the league that I'm racing in called ARC. Alright, so just got the server invite here. Alright, so let's see. Now I'm racing for Kicksauber in the first season of it, so selected team there. Let's see who's in there. Alright, so the first like 10-15 minutes or so probably just gonna be sitting here in the lobby waiting for people to join and other stuff. So pretty boring. But hopefully we get into the actual racing soon enough. And it's gonna be a bit of a lengthy race. Alright. Just waiting for people to hop on. Pretty boring. Looks like we're also gonna have a commentator here. So probably just gonna also do their own stream or something. The reason for my stream mostly is just in order to, one, be able to showcase the full race, and two, to be able to go back if needed over any incidents that may have to be looked at, since the league has its own FIA, if you would. Alright, so you got Giono here in the Aston Martin. Last time I raced against him, let's just say, I got punted off track. Alright, so there's really nothing to do apart from just stare at the lobby, wait for people to join. I think all the settings are being done, so off. Yeah. Alright, probably another person or two probably gonna join soon. I'll go to the attendance thing now. There should be 14 people, but we only have 8 in here so far, so they're definitely missing a few. Alright, looks like we have another person that will be on in a minute or two. We have another person in. Rosante is a Ferrari, and I believe the other Ferrari should be joining soon. Alright, oh, why it's the Alpine. I don't know why I picked Ferrari though. Actually, we should have two Astons, which we're missing one. Two Saubers, which we have. Two Haas's, which we're missing one. We got the Williams. We got one V-Carb, where we should have two. We got one Ferrari joining soon. We got the Mercedes, and then we got a few other reserve drivers that could definitely be like joining soon. Of course, you know, if the team the reserve driver for already has two drivers, they could have to pick another team that isn't taken. Uh, this is the spectator here. Right, Crawley should be starting in 2 minutes. There might be another maybe 2, 3 people that will join mid Crawley. Can think of at least one person. Well, we might try and hold out for him. But I think it's good to the fact that every other team only has, actually, apart from Aston Martin, has one driver. There's when it comes to the constructors, me and Rose Darkio can catch up. Well, so with the standings, I'm currently 14th with 11 points. Rose is 15th with 10, and the two Astons in front of us both have 12 points. Goose is here, so he's the reserve driver for Kick Sauber, so he'll have to pick another team. Yeah, he's chosen McLaren, which none of the McLaren drivers are making this race. The other V carb is coming in, which they're currently leading both standings. Wondering where the Ferrari is of Reese Max, because he said he will be on in 2 minutes, and that was like 5 minutes ago. Alright, so we have two other people joining. Yeah, in this lobby we have two Brits, three Americans, an Argentinian, Australian, which is me. I believe that's the Polish flag. That's the English flag. Represent has no country. He might be waiting for another person that's having problems. Another Americans in the lobby, which is the V carb. Voice chat suspended, that doesn't really matter. So with Reese Max joining, that should be Joel. And then we might have another person joining soon, but looks like they're having technical difficulties. Alright, looks like we're starting up here. Just question is, can Reese Max get in time? I don't think he will. Alright, starting 20 seconds unless Goose's internet can act up properly. Which, if you think about it, my one should be done last because I'm the furthest away from everyone and the host. Alright, so car setup, Salona. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time before I go out. See if I can spot anyone leaving.
Now, we've all done a lot of work for this circuit on the
I think that
simulator,
was the
but nothing
Williams.
beats real data. Bear in mind the car's capability changes based on track conditions, so your reference points may not always be in the same place.
Alright,
Okay, me
I'm
again,
going
mate.
out.
We've made some changes to the way that ERS works this year, so you're going to have multiple modes to choose from in the race now. Have a play around with them in your MFD during the practice sessions and think about how you might use them on race day. I'll check back with you soon to chat more about it.
Mercedes is coming out at the same time. I should have maybe reduced the fuel load as well, but oh well. I can do that for my next run. This is just most likely going to be a placeholder run. Go around the warm-up lap pretty slow. Make sure to use as little of my tires as I can. Alright, time to step it up here. Oh my god. I had a snap of oversteer there. And I gotta get used. I forgot that it was manual DRS as well, so that was a terrible first corner. But yeah, I'm not going for the fastest time anyway, so. Alright. Here we go. 1.7 seconds off the mark, which, considering that was a pretty terrible lap, I don't mind. I don't think he was on a fast lap anyway, but, you know, he was faster than me on the cooldown lap.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
Now, we'll go in. My teammate hasn't come out yet, so surprising. But we'll go in, have a look at the data, see where I'm struggling the most. It's probably that first, probably a few corners there where I know I messed up a bit. Alright. Yeah, my first sector was terrible. The second sector was 5 tenths off the
Okay,
purple.
our best lap so far, 1 minute 14.9.
Yeah, altogether all my sectors were just kind of terrible, really. Alright, so
Okay, the circuit's clear at the moment. We're good to go.
I want to try time it so that I'm behind Aston Martin,
Okay,
which I'll
me
probably
again,
go
mate.
out now.
We've made some changes to the
And
way
I'll
the
go on the same
ERS works
tyres.
this year, so you're going to have multiple modes to choose from in the race now. Have a play around with them in your MFD during the practice sessions and think about how you might use them on race day. I'll check back with you soon to chat more about it.
There's not even a real point in going out again because it's Q1. I'm currently inside the top 10, but it's always best to be safe than sorry. Well, not even really. All I had to do was do one lap. This is more just a kind of practice lap. Get another few laps in. Work on my braking points and my cornering.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
Whoa, what? Okay, that definitely threw me off. Alright. Still could be a little bit faster, but better than nothing. Oh, yep. Too much spin there.
Your
Too
front
quick
wing's
on the
damaged.
throttle.
Expects a lot of understeer unless we replace it. Understood. Stopping this lap.
Other car wasn't stabilized enough going around there. Should have definitely backed up the throttle a little bit. I know. It is what it is. My teammates are good, but there's still 8 minutes, so they could just be going for a late run. Not like it's necessary because it's Q1, top 15, and there are less than 15 people. Alright, so Q2 I'll use this tyre for my first lap, and this one for my second, and same for Q3, which hopefully I'm hitting that. ADS front wide there. Alright, alright, so they're in. I was going to invite someone, but they managed to get in.
Right, so our fastest lap currently 1:14.9.
Alright, so there's about 5 minutes 40 seconds where not really going to do much. So it's going to be pretty boring.
And we're fifth in the speed trap, 334.9 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the weaker tracks for me. Like last week around Austria, I had a pretty good race. where I started 16th and finished 4th before penalties because I had a carryover penalty from the week before that. Rose is going on track. Hello. Just pretty boring gameplay at the moment, waiting for Quali 1 to finish. Alright, I'm gonna spectate some people. It's just, I think he's just starting this lap, yeah. Not the smoothest, but it's probably just desync. Alright. Oh, he spun it there. That ruined his lap. Let's look at the Haas behind. There. And I think he lost it. I don't know, it happened during a desync. Of the McLaren. It locked up there. Got my teammate Rose Stock. Go on board with them. Alright. So they haven't lost it like the others, which is good. Alright, let's see what the time is across the line. So it was 1:13.9, which is second faster than my fastest time, but my time wasn't that good. Alright, so we're just going over the rest of the people here. Alright. Just waiting for the final few cars. Like the Mercedes in front. Messed up the final turn or something. And there we go. That's all the cars over the line, and we can start Quali 2. Alright, so waiting for everyone to load before we can start quali 2. Alright, so looks like we're just gonna have to go from the timer here. 5 seconds. And this is where I really gotta set a decent lap time. Alright. 2 more people to load in. Should not use up the whole time. There we go. Hey, I thought it was more than one quali, so looks like that was the only quali. I swear it's at Q1. Alright. I'm not risking the tire life to get that low, so I'll start on the mediums. Alright, we're off the line, and there we go. Williams beside me was caught sleeping, and a few cars crashed there.
Virtual safety car, virtual safety car. Reduce speed immediately and keep a positive delta. You need to give that
Illegal
place
overtake
back,
on
I'm afraid.
Trixel
That was an
Goose.
illegal
Come on, I was in
overtake.
front of him when the VSC started. Oh, good old EA and their bugs. I guess I got a bit of a way to go, but you know what they say. Well, I've blanked on the actual quote, but in order to finish first you have to finish. There we go, I think that's it. And as long as I don't dig enough, I should be able to score some decent points. Probably won't get the win. Might not get a podium as well, but decent point scoring, which is top 10, should definitely be possible.
Okay, VSC ending. We're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flag.
Interesting place for the VSC to end. Alright, went a bit wide there.
Okay, DRS is now available.
And you got 2 people going into the pits as well, so they're probably going to fall way behind.
VSC deployed. The virtual safety car has been deployed. We need to keep a positive delta here. Slow down and maintain
Another
positive
VSC.
delta.
And I'm up into P8 now, in front of my teammate who went off track. I don't even think there were any bad crashes there. It was just a few people that went off track.
You might experience some understeer.
One of them
now that
might
you're
have hit the
in wake of
barrier.
car ahead.
Might be
Try
that
to get past as
Mercedes.
soon as possible.
That's behind the rest of the grid here. Trixel Goose here, he's falling behind a bit.
Virtual safety car
And he
is
also has a
ending.
3-second
Maintain your
penalty,
pace
so
until we get the green flags. VSC ending. Wait for the greens.
terrible place for the
Green flag.
place to end. Just let my teammate by. That was a terrible corner there, but don't want to crash into my teammate accidentally, so play it safe. Use up my ERS to catch back up within a second. I went off track there, but that's warning 1. I get 3 warnings. Alright. Yeah, this is definitely not my track. I'm losing quite a bit of time here. Whoop. Nah, too quick on the accelerator there. Spun it. That corner there where I spun it is always a tricky one to get right.
The teammate ahead of us, 8.6 seconds.
Like quite a few
Okay,
people
so
have also
gap to the
spun there,
car
but
ahead,
mostly throughout quali.
7.3 seconds. Caution, caution.
Yellow flag up ahead. Looks like my teammate may have also spun. And that might have been some damage I saw. Part of the reason why it's so slow. Okay. Alright. Just gotta focus a bit more. I can hopefully catch my teammate. And is he I think he's going into the pits, yeah. So he must have damage. This puts me up by one place into P9. I'm just hoping for something to happen in front so I can catch up. Got a bit too much grass there and could feel the car almost trying to slip away from me. Saved it though. And I'm playing that corner safe as well. I don't want to spin there because that's a pretty common place to spin.
Caution, caution.
Somebody must have just gone off slightly. Yep. Oh my days, bro.
Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
Too much curb. Oh, there goes my race. Hello. Well, I can just commentate and watch the rest of it. Alright, so it's a safety car, so no one's allowed to overtake. Yeah, I see that. One more sub to 170. Definitely something to look forward to. Alright, so not much action with safety car. Here's the front of the grid, that's actually on the safety car. Ugo Bugo in the Haas in first place, followed by Daniel in second in the Mercedes. Trixie Goose in third, up 9 places. Then you got JDS up 6 places. Mythical, Laser, who's leading the championship so far after the first 4 rounds. You have Reese Marks and the Ferrari. And Guiona, I think he's got a... Actually, I think he served his penalty last week. Ben Swarmer, who's the reserve driver for VCarb. Rostock, my teammate. Splitsy, and Resident, who's stuck under the safety car. And they've also been lapped, which is a surprise. Yeah, so Ruger, who was in first before he pitted, finds himself into P10. And JDS, he's found himself into P11 from what was, I believe, 3rd or 4th place. Yeah, so with the standings, you have Laser in first, Uga here in second, Mythical in third. But there's like a 25-30 point gap between second and third, so really it's just a fight between Laser and Uga, which the latter has a lot of ground to catch if he wants to fight for that championship. Yeah. We'll go to Daniel at the safety car. Looks like it's coming in this lap. Alright, so it's going around the final 2 corners there. So we'll go into Ugo here on the restart. See if he can make up any places. Looks like a bit of a fight for first place. Reeves Mags with a 3-second penalty, probably for going off track in the corner. Yeah, so he's up into 9th now. And he's not quite up alongside Rory Stock there. Ooh, looks like he almost lost it there. You got a battle between the Sauber and the McLaren, which invites Ugo to overtake both into P7. See if there's any more action. So, first place Daniel, second place Laser, followed by Reese Max, who's taking over Mythical again. Ugo looks like he's lurking, trying to find his way up to P6, trying to catch up to his championship rival in Laser. barely getting his nose up alongside, but just having no luck with that. Rosedog and Splitsy having a bit of a battle there. Alright. He might be making the move there. No, he had to back out. Then Swarmer's got a penalty for running wide, I would presume. Alright, so we're focusing on Ugo here. He's trying to make his way up the field. Laser finds himself into first place. And Janil is spun out there. Looks like Mythical was also involved. As Daniel finally making his way back on track. And he ends up DNFing as well. That'll definitely give Resident a chance to possibly make his way back up. No safety car though. So we'll go back to where the group is bunched up. We got Rose and Splitsy. Alright, so let's see. So it looks like just a DRS train, but Ugo might be making a move here. He's up alongside and he overtakes Giorno. Alright, so Ugo's up into third place. You know, desperately trying to catch up to his championship rival, who's in first. So, the closest gap is Benchwarner and Giorno at the moment, which is 0.3 of a second. Splitsky's got a 3-second penalty. So you got a lot of people here getting penalties, so I think that's Trixie's, well, Goose's second penalty. And Ugo finds his way into second place. So all we have to do is wait and see to see if he can overtake his championship rival. So currently first it's Laser, second it's Ugo, third it's Reese, fourth Giorno, fifth Benchwarmer, sixth Splitsy, Rostock in 7th, JDS in 8th, Goose in 9th, Mythical in 10th, and Resent in 11th, who's basically a lap down. Alright, so we'll go up to where there's, actually we'll go up to Ugo and Laser. Alright, so final sector here. We'll have us look at Ugo's advantage on DRS. So we'll have a look at the DRS here. See if he can close that gap before the first turn, which looks like he will, however easily. Yeah, it's managed to get quite comfortably ahead before the first turn there. Alright, so just trying to think of the points difference. So as it stands, Uga's earning 25 points. Sam, who looks like he might have gotten a warning there, Sam Laser, he's getting 18, so that's 7 points difference, which will close up the championship with Laser at 82 and Uga 275. Up to, I think they will be moved up to equal points if they finish 1 and 2 with Uga in front. Resent's got a penalty. And Benchwarm is falling back. He's about 2 seconds behind Laser. Splitsy's just overtaken his teammate there. That seems to be about the only battle on the grid so far, with Roseduck lurking slightly behind, just out of DRS range. So interesting to keep an eye on that. Splitsy's closed up the gap to Benchwarmer slightly. DRS is coming up, so I think he was out. He lost the gap before the detection zone. So Giorno is the only one here with DRS by the looks of it. Looking down the grid with the minimap, Trixuel and JDS. Is that JDS? No, that's Resent. I like neck and neck, so Trixuel will get DRS from the Alpine of her Resent there. Splitsy's closed up the gap to half a second there. And managed to increase the gap to over a second by Giorno. So it's lap 16, so we're about halfway through the race. Alright. Seems to be the only on-track action is just watching Splitsy, Giorno and Benchwarmer here. Splitsy with DRS can't close up the gap enough. Clear out the final sector there, sorry about that, pretty tired. And he'll have DRS on the main straight, so see if he can close up here. He's got DRS activated. And he's slowly catching, but it won't be enough. See the breaking point there. It's closed up to just about 3.5 tenths. And Benchwarmer's within a second of Laser, who has fallen behind Uga. So if it stands like this without any other safety cars or virtual safety cars, Uga might run away with this. He's on the mediums as well, so he'll probably have to do another pit stop. So I can see the tires here, right? Yeah, everyone's tires are pretty old apart from Reese Max's. Like, I reckon everyone has to do another pit stop. Maybe the people on hard could make it stretch out, but it'll be tough. They'll have no pace by the end. Benchwarmer overtakes Laser here. And then Splitsy's right behind him as well. That's a safety car. see what's happened. Resent. Something's happened with her Resent, but cannot see what happened. But this will definitely do a good job at bouncing up the grid again. Alright, so this will close the gap from Benchwarmer to Ugar, which Laser will definitely need. It will close up the gap from Trixial, Racemax and Mythical up to the rest of the grid, which they all desperately need as well. Alright, so we're right on board with Ugar's pitting, so he'll probably go into the hards here, make that his final pit stop. Benchwarmer's pitting, Laser's pitting, Splitsy's pitting. Looks like everyone's going to be pitting here, which makes sense. Everyone's pitting here, so you'll have everyone presumably mediums. You would think they'd be going on the hards just so they have that extra pace towards the final few laps. Alright, so we still got Trixial Goose here who's catching up to the safety car and the rest of the grid. He's coming into the pits. Racemax, you'd assume he'd be coming into the pits. Despite his size only being 3 laps old. And Mythical, he pitted earlier, so he could have a chance of jumping both Reese and Trixial, but seems unlikely. Actually, no, he's changing the front wing. And Racemax, he won't make it out in time, so Mythical jumps up to P8 there. Racemax and Trixial Goose both on the softs, which is an interesting choice. There's 14 laps left, so they'll have to make it stretch out. JDS on the hard and everyone else on the mediums. Right, so we'll just look at the grid here while we wait for the others to catch up and the safety car to come back in. Alright, so coming around the final sector there, gonna be going another lap, which would be enough, I would assume would be enough for the stragglers to catch up. Alright, so crossing the line you have Ugar, Benchwarmer, Laser, Splitsy, Roseduck, Bjorno, and JDS, with Mythical just about to catch the back of the grid there. You can see him just about to catch up, and he's in the queue for the safety car, so next car to catch up will have to be Racemax. You can see, well, you can't see it anymore, but they just went around that corner there. There we go. That's a better camera angle. She's caught up as well. And now it's just the McLaren that needs to catch up to the safety car. Right, so might be one of the closest ones. That's if the safety car's in this lap, which looks like it could be. I think he'll make it just in time though. There's a few medium to low speed corners up ahead. You can see the back of the grid just disappearing from view there, so he's made it up in time. The safety car looks like to be going No, it's in this. Is it in this lap? No, it's not. So that's another lap on the safety car. With the whole grid bunched up. You would assume the safety car would have been in this lap. Let's go around the first corner here. You've got Trixie or Goose. He's pitting. No idea why he's pitting it again. But he put it onto even more fresh softs. So he's only about 20 seconds behind, so he'll close that. That should be a fairly easy gap to close there for him. That's if he, even if he does stay in gear 2 the whole time. You can just hear the revs topping out as he makes his way slowly down the track. And even with that, he manages to go wide. So yeah, we definitely want to pick it up there. Safety cars coming in, so he'll want to catch up to the rest of the grid. But with the safety car coming in, they'll be backing up a bit more. And he's caught them in time for the safety car to restart. So as the safety car goes off into the distance to go back into the pits, you'll see racing going back underway again, hopefully for longer than a few laps. Yep, here goes Ugo, dictating the pace. But Benchwarmers did a good job at judging when to put his foot on the throttle. This is what Ugo did not need though, as the closer Sam gets to him, or the more he falls back closer to Sam, the less he gets points in the championship to fight for P1. Got Rostock into P4. Got the Ferrari and the Aston Martin yielding. Aston Martin going wide there. You'd assume that would be a warning, since it didn't look like he lifted his foot off the throttle. Trixie will goose with another 3-second penalty for track limits. And DRS is enabled this lap. So you got Ben Stormer P1, Ugo P2, who's going to be trying his hardest to get back up to P1 and create a gap to Laser. Rostock and P4, who's keeping up with the leaders, while Bjorno and everyone behind is falling back. Right, so we'll ride on board with Laser here for a second, which hopefully we can get a good view of the action ahead. Despite Ugo having DRS, he can't catch the gap up to Benchwarmer. Which I think seems like Benchwarmer has a better top speed, whereas Ugo has better downforce, possibly. Well, Ugo, he had a terrible final corner there as Laser sets the fastest lap. So this could be a double overtake here, and it is. Which is the last thing Uga needed. Alright, so we're right on board with Ben Swarmer here. But if he can fight with Laser, back him off from Uga a bit, then that'll definitely be good for the Haas drivers' championship chances. But it's another safety car. I'm guessing it's something to do with the McLaren since they're so far back. Well, this race has been more safety cars than anything else. At this point I might be surprised if we finish under a safety car. Alright, so we were right on board with Uga here up until he catches the safety car. The Ferrari of Reese Max is going back into the pits here, which, considering he's on soft tyres, makes sense. So he's pitting onto another set of softs, which would make sense at this point of the race. And he also had to change his front wing, as all the other cars bunt up to the safety car. All these cars are going to the end of whatever tyres they were. Well, reach back to him, and possibly Trixie or Goose as well. We'll see if he comes into the pits. And he stays out. So he's risking those 3 lap old softs to make it to the end, which under safety car makes his job easier. Alright, so we'll go to this camera view and just sit back and relax while safety cars going around track. Alright, so we'll go around to the main straight with everyone but Reese Max and Trixie or Goose caught up to the grid. You got Mythical and JDS going into the pits. Mythical gets a 10-second penalty for speeding. So that will seem to be a costly mistake for Mythical there. So that's allowed Reese Max to jump both of them. And Trixie or Goose, he's coming in here very hard onto the brakes to slow his car down enough before the timing line. And he's also changed his front wing again. Alright, so he'll come out with 2 lap old softs. He must not have any more fresh softs left to use. Alright. So we got Uga first, Laser second, which are the 2 championship rivals fighting for first place. Ben Swarmer third, Rostock fourth, Splitsy and Guiorno in the Aston Martins 5th and 6th, Reese Max 7, JDS 8, Mythical 9th, and Trixie Goose P10. And it looks like they will be doing another lap under safety car. Hopefully this is the last lap on the safety car and we can go racing for the rest of the race. Alright, so going around the first corner there, while we have the McLaren coming around the final corner and down the main straight as he catches up to the safety car and the rest of the grid. And Trixie Goose, he seems to be struggling to keep his car on track there. Don't know if his tires are cold or what. Right, so we'll have a look at the penalties here. Benchwarmer with 3 seconds, Rostock with 3 seconds, Splitsy with 3 seconds, Reese Max with 6, Mythical with the 10, and Trixie Goose with a 9-second penalty. Benchwarmer, Rostock, and Splitsy, they're going to be fighting to just create a 3-second gap to the cars behind. Reese Max, I'm guessing his main goal will be to just stay ahead Mythical and Trixie. And then Ugo Laser, they're obviously going to be trying to fight as the safety car comes in. Right, so safety car going in there. And Laser's coming into the pits, following the safety car in. So I think Ugo might be running away with the points here, as Benchwarmer and Rostock get the overtake on the foot in the main straight. Rostock into P1. That would be some good points for Kicksalvo, which is the team I race for. Obviously, they both have the 3-second penalties, so those are just provisional places. Unless they can create a 3-second gap to Ugo. But even then, they'll still be second and third. As long as they create a 3-second gap to Giorno and JDS. So we have Rostock in first, Benchwarmer second, Ugo third, Reese Max fourth, Blitzy fifth, Giorno sixth, Mythical seventh, JDS 8th, Trixie Goose 9th, and Laser 10th. I think pitting that late is going to cost Laser there. I don't think the effect of the softs that he's going to get are going to be worth it at this late. He's got 4 laps to close that gap. So unless there's another safety car. You got Rostock slowly being backing up Benchwarmer into Ugo. It's a bit scrappy between the 3 front runners here, as the Ferrari sits a bit further back to watch it all. Benchwarmer overtakes into first place. Doesn't leave much of room going into it, I assume. Or it could just be desync. Rostock falls down to second place as Benchwarmer takes that top spot. Ugo still in third. JDS, Mythical, and Big Giorno. Mythical up to 6th and JDS down to 8th, with Giorno going to 7th. Battle between Ugo and Rostock here, with Benchwarmer sitting behind the two. Ugo finds himself back into first place, and then Benchwarmer looks to have just ran into the back of Rosedog there into the braking zone. And he goes into the corner, leaving barely any space. So I'll change this to penalties, so we can get a better look. Mythical 10-second penalty. So he has 26 seconds worth of penalties, which will effectively make him finish last. Looks like his tires might be gone as well. So how old are his tires? Only 4 laps old. So he must have some sort of damage there. Could be some rear wing damage, which is just destroys downforce and causes a lot of sliding, like he is here. Going back to the leaders, Rosedog finds himself in third place as Hugo creates an almost 2-second gap. So effectively this is just a battle for second place between Benchwarmer, Rosedog and Giorno, who's obviously down in P5, but he does not have the penalty. So he'll have to close up a bit to his teammate there to be able to jump up to P2 after the penalties, but it's doable. Okay, so we got 2 laps left, lap 31 of 33. Lace is still a bit of a ways off the back of the grid, so that pit stop would have been a costly mistake for him. Rosedog looks to be making the overtake for second place. CRS is running really low though, but Splitsy out of nowhere. That was a surprising dive down the inside from Splitsy. And Giorno finds himself down into 6th, being overtaken by the Ferrari. And Splitsy's created a reverse second gap to Rosedog. I don't think he'll have enough time to the end to create that 3-second gap which he needs. Benchwarmer runs a little bit wide there, costing him a little bit of time. So Uga's going around final corner there to start the final lap. Yep, final lap, here we are. Biggie on with another set penalty. Well, not another, because that's his first penalty by the looks of it. So this has a chance for JDS to jump possibly all the way up to second, although I don't think he'll be able to do that. I think JDS, the best he can get here, possibly be 4th, maybe 3rd if he's lucky. As Uga leads by over 3 seconds, Rosedog, he needs to keep within 3 seconds of Splitsy to finish second there. So as long as he keeps the gap under 3 seconds, he's fine. It's going into the final sector. Unless he spins or something, he should have it. Which will make it a... Ooh, Splitsy going a bit slower there. Didn't see what happened. Yep, so Ugo crosses the line first, Splitsy P2, but he's going to be bumped down by Rosedog. Rosedog P2, Benchwarmer P3, JDS P4. Split 2 P5, Fiona P6, Reese P7, Laser P8, and then it will be Trixie Goose at P9. Interesting race. Quite a few safety cars, which is to be expected around a circuit like this. The curbs are notoriously bad in this game, and especially on this track. I don't. He spins it not even 3 corners before the final line. Alright, so there we go. Trixie Goose rounds up to P9. And Roystock, driver of the day there. It's my teammate. Alright, so that's Ugob taking the championship lead there. That's before any possible penalties are given out, which I don't think he will grab any. Yeah, so here are the results. You got me in P13. Ended up DNFing after 4 laps, unfortunately. John Neal also ended up DNFing as well as Herbert. Mythical, he did not end up finishing, but he made it further than us. That final pit stop for Laser was going to be deadly for his championship chances. Alright, so we'll advance here. And that's this race done. Which, let's have a look at next week's race, because there's going to be another race next week, same time. I'm just going to see what track it's going to be at. Alright, so interesting race there. Lima there spectated the whole thing. Good for him, because I was like getting bored just spectating most of it. Alright, so I'm just trying to find where I can see where the next race is. Alright, here's the calendar. So the next race is going to be Monza. Alright, Monza's a good track, so looking forward to that one. But that'll be all for today. Might do a video or another stream in a few days, but we'll see how we go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more F124 streams and possibly other games. I've recently been playing the new Harry Potter Quidditch Champions and been having a bit of a blast with that, so might do something with that. But that's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you all hopefully soon. Bye.